God. So we see it even from the design, because man was made out of the earth, which is the Adamah. This is where man was taken out from. The Adamah. And the Adamah is a feminine word. It's a female word. And it's the earth that gives what? Life. This is why her name, mother, will become Eva. Eva means life, one who gives life. So now look at something. This here, we've seen that this word here, we've seen the whole construction of what? The physical aspect of man. So we've seen one thing here. We've seen that man and woman is 44. That is without the what? That's without the aleph. And the aleph is the first letter of the alphabet and is symbolic of the Creator himself. He's the one that works. In the Hebraic, the Paleo-Hebrew, for this letter is an ox head. Right? And this ox head, remember I said Hebrew, when you're talking about Hebrew, you're dealing with what? Function. What an ox do for a farmer, because you know, remember in the Hebraic culture, they are more what? Agrarian society. So an ox represents the one who what? Produce and brings wealth for the family. What the ox do for the family? It plows the land. And remember, now what happened is that they form and they make this sort of instrument that has a, you know, it have a kind of curved part like this, and they put the sharpen the point and they tie it onto the ox back, and that now it goes on its journey towards a mark. That's another time too. That is where the et come from. The et is the word that is not even transferred in English, but it's in the Torah. Bereshit bara Elohim, et is the aleph and the tav. And the tav is a mark. So the ox is always going towards what? The mark. Who's the mark? Yahshuah. Oh, that's for another time. So now the ox, this mark, this aleph is the most spiritual, is the one that gives life, that gives provision, that gives security, that gives all that which is necessary to sustain life. Woo! So we see this is the most spiritual letter because it's the first letter that was made. So now what is happening? We're seeing that Yahweh, as he made man and he designed man, he designed them out of the what? The earth. 4 elements: earth, water, wind, fire. Those 4 elements there has its construction of the atomic structure, all adding up to 22. We're going to do that another time. But just for tonight, for identity, you see now, without identity, there is no truth. There is no relation with what God has created. So now look at something. When a woman and a man come together and they form in what? A union, which is married. What happened in marriage? What happened in marriage? The first thing that's happened in marriage, after you're married, what's the first thing that's happened? You consummate the marriage. And when you consummate the marriage, what has happened? Usually babies come. And babies, this ava, this is a house, and this is, as we say, the aleph, which is the strength or the provider of the house. And remember I said again, in Hebrew is functional. What goes on in a house? What goes on in a house is all that which the Father has ordained. And the first thing we see coming out of that house is what? Woo! What's something? Watch what comes out of the house. Either a bar or a ben. What we say bar is? Son. What ben is? Son. Ba Oben is son. And these two words is coming out of the house. So now this is the first head that comes out of the house. This is the first generation. So we see in the house there is generation. Now, how